Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, first of all, don't come on my channel trying to make it look like that people are bullying and we're picking on Oscar Valdez and we're picking on Canelo. Don't even try that shit. Like I said, you got the one today. So go on and say something slick. And I promise you, I'ma say something that's gonna really hurt your feelings. Okay? Keep in mind, I'm my own media. I don't work for nobody. But, at the end of the day, let's just keep it a buck. So let me get this straight. David Benavidez, I know he has some substance abuse issues in the past. He tested positive, shame on him, whatever. He fixed this mistake. But then he wasn't able to make weight. So he was immediately stripped of the title. But yet, Oscar Valdez still has his title and will be allowed to fight on September the 10th. But David Benavidez got his belt taken away from him. That just goes to show you the inconsistency and the favoritism that Mauricio Sullivan seems to show towards Team Canelo and anybody that's affiliated with Canelo. And to be honest with you, it's kind of getting to the point to where Mauricio Sullivan, unfortunately, they're their own entity, to be honest with you. But if it's funny if, and they're out of Mexico. So you can't really call for an investigation, but Mauricio Sullivan is just showing how inconsistent he is and shady character he is, because there's no way they should allow this fight to happen, you know, and Oscar Valdez gets to keep his belt. But, at the end of the day, David Benavidez is not going to probably say anything. If he does, good for him. If he doesn't, I understand. I know where David Benavidez probably is gonna, what direction he's gonna go, and that's unfortunate. If he says something, I will applaud him, because at the end of the day, he got screwed. He got screwed. There's a big difference between not making weight and then you having some shit in your system that's supposed to be a banned substance. So basically, they're literally making it up as they go along, and changing the rules and showing favoritism for people affiliated with Canelo. And to be honest with you, Canelo and his team and people affiliated with him is gonna start to look as villains and not look upon as honest people. Okay, this has got to be said. Like I said, I'm not worried about I'm not worried about backlash. I'm really not, because like I said before, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I said before, but this is just, I mean, the fuckery is real. I mean, I mean, the WBC is disrespecting the fans. They're disrespecting the other fighters, and they're showing blatant. I mean, you could make you could, you could make an argument that they're showing racial bias, cultural bias, favoritism, whatever you want to call it, towards, you know, Hispanic fighters, or in particularly Hispanic fighters that have affiliation with Canelo. They have gave Canelo and granted him favor after favor. But nobody is supposed to say nothing and call this out. And it's unfortunate that other sources of, boxing media is going to keep quiet about this, because they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to get on somebody's bad side. They don't want to get denied interviews. They don't want to get denied their press credentials. And keep in mind, Oscar Valdez is a top-ranked fighter. Those for the motherfuckers that was talking behind my back saying that I was, on the payroll of Top Rank, and that I, only talk about PBC and criticize the PBC. Well, I'm criticizing a top-ranked fighter. I gives a fuck. This is just bullshit. And like I said before, I hope David Benavidez says something, but more than likely he won't. But if he does, props to him. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.